How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Fight Rundown.
Hello. Sorry about that.
And Jeeve is here as well. It's just we've had a few difficulties to start off, so just being able to get it all working all at the same time. But this should be okay. We should be fine. So
show's going.
Yeah.
Firstly, obviously, first time you've seen our faces. This is Harry. I'm Jeeve, and I bet you could have guessed that before we started. But this is episode 38. If you don't know where we're from Fight Rundown. We're available on all major podcast platforms, and we're also here on YouTube now. And yeah, we dropped a fire episode last time out, and we was like, let's come back and drop another good episode. We did it about 6 months ago, which was, what do we call it? The Fight Rundown picks, the young picks.
Yeah, the Fight Rundown picks. So this is adding on from the roundtable discussion we had last week, which was the top 5 moments at MSG, which we did. A very good episode. If you want to check that out,
just up here, I think.
Either corner it will be there. So this week we've decided to redo the Fight Rundown picks, as Jeeves said. So I feel like we should get straight into it. Yeah, we'll start with boxing first.
Do you want to start with the one you mentioned? It was a bit of a sticky one.
Yeah, so I've got a bit of a sticky one to start, purely because it's hard to know his situation in his country at the moment. Because Andy Cruz Gomez is one of the best amateurs of all time, maybe the best amateur of all time.
Big statement.
That's what I'm saying for this one. And he's around a month ago, it was said that he was deported back to Cuba and wasn't going to turn professional because he was meant to turn professional. But we've looked on Google, haven't we?
Yeah.
A little bit to try and see what his situation is. It looks like he's okay.
It's the right guy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, it looks like he's okay.
It looks like he's all back and able to fight. Because I don't know if the first questions answered we ever did. We did get a question about Cubans being allowed to turn pro, and Bowsy knows all the stars. He watches amateur boxing like it's Soccer Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's Super Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, great star. I'll go ahead and move on because we're going to try and keep these episodes around 15-20 minutes as well.
Yeah.
But I mentioned earlier, I'm a bit petty when it comes to my list. And no, I'm not as lenient as Bowsy. Bowsy's got a lot of stars. I hate calling a name to someone, but I'm going to start off with probably the one that's not only built up. He's headlined a card already, but I feel like he's the next big thing coming out of the UK, and that's Adam Azim.
Good shout. I like that.
I think he's absolutely fantastic. I think he's complete levels above everyone else on that card, on that breakthrough card.
Yeah.
And it pains me to say Dylan Cheema just was that close second who won the tournament, but Adam Azim really does look like the one. And I love Dylan Cheema. He's the same religion, he's just a legend, man. He's an absolute beast. He's got a great entrance to the door. But
Azim's obviously got that fight coming up with Ryland Charlton, who's a good.
Yes, he has.
Ryland Charlton, who's been about a little bit. He had that fight with Florian Marku, which he deserved to get, and unfortunately didn't go his way.
It's an Ali Pally as well.
Yeah, it's exciting. Pint-sized powerhouse to call him. He's
really?
Yeah. It's exciting. It's gonna take Azim from the fighting the journeyman. We're going to see where he is on the English scene from this fight. So yeah, that's an exciting matchup. See, Ryland Charlton's ripped. He can punch. He's a decent boxer. So let's see how that goes. Yeah,
just watching Adam Azim on the bag.
Yeah,
and even in the ring, he just looks exceptional, doesn't he? We'll go boxing first.
We'll do that. I've got quite a lot on my list, so I'm not going to say all of them.
Leave this one till the end.
Yeah, we'll leave that till the end. Yeah. I've got big baby Jared Anderson on there, the heavyweight.
Interesting choice.
I just think that he will be the saviour of American heavyweight boxing.
Wow.
When Deontay Wilder is done and wants to hang his gloves up, I think it's in decent hands with Jared Anderson. He looks very quick and nimble for his size. And obviously we've seen that with the likes of Fury or whatever. But this kid he's been in Fury's camps before. Fury's tipped him to be a world champion one day from the sparring. Let's see. I believe he's knocked everyone out he's fought at the minute. Let's have a look. Yeah, 12-0, 12 knockouts. He's looking to slowly move up in competition, and it's exciting to see.
Only 22. Insane.
Yeah, and with the American heavyweight scene as well, I can easily add in Richard Torres as well, who's recently turned professional, who was Olympic silver and whatever. So them two look like they will be paving the way for heavyweight American boxing. So that's exciting.
Do you think, just a question on that, do you think coming in at 6'4" is an issue on his ability? Especially the way the heavyweights are slowly leaning now.
Yeah,
when you look at the top.
Yeah.
Nothing against Andy Ruiz or
Yeah.
Ortiz or anything like that, but
Yeah.
6'4" coming in compared to certain heavyweights, does that give him a
at the same
disadvantage?
time, you could look at Andy Ruiz and be like, what is he, like 6'2", something like that, 6'3",
Yeah.
and he still became a unified world champion.
True.
So I would say never. I think he carries a lot of power. He's very heavy-handed. He's very quick as well. Good hand speed and great movement as well. So I think he's got all the tools. It's just whether he's got the fire in his belly. We'll soon see. Well,
my next pick is someone. I'll be honest. This is the only guy I feel like I can actively call from the American elite, from the American side at least. And I followed him on his amateur journey, which is quite rare from when it comes, because I just don't know how to really get hold of it. Who really is fine, but of course, Bob's got his sources. And I've gone for Mark Castro.
Yeah.
Literally blew up after his third fight. You reckon?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
His third fight was on a Canelo card, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I better double check that. But yeah, this guy, he does look good. I'll be honest. His second fight did not look good against John Moraga at the Hard Rock. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And he just struggled a bit. He couldn't quite do too much, but ended up getting the job done. But yeah, he slowly moved up to more respectable opponents. Started off with proper journeyman, like we're talking the most journey of journey. But but now he's slowly starting to show that he's got that ability right there. His last fight was against Mendoza, which was the T-Mobile Arena, or T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just looking good. I just feel like he's someone I can actively say could see him fight for some sort of
he's
title.
Well, he's got the Mexican blood as well.
He does, yeah.
So,
and he's got Canelo's cosign.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Eddie Hearns.
Yeah, that's a great tip. That one, I do like that pick.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Great praise from me.
Yeah, look at that. I feel like
he feels
happy son.
Yeah, he feels.
You're a proud dad. Right, let's move on.
I want to include the women, if I can get my words out.
I read that.
I want to include a woman in this. A very good fighter who I'm going to tip to be a world champion soon, Caroline Dubois.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if it went too well in the Olympics. I don't think she medalled in the Olympics, but she looked very good in the amateurs nonetheless. And obviously that's the highest level of amateur boxing, and there's some brilliant fighters in there. And she's not put a foot wrong in the pros yet. Obviously, it might be...
Does she train with Natasha Jonas? Or what was happening with Natasha Jonas? There was some sort of...
Yeah.
There was mentioning trying to work up, and I know.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that because I'm not too sure on that one. But yeah, I think she's on a little bit of a knockout streak now. I think she's looking really promising.
Sorry, I knew it was something. It sounded like I didn't know what I was on about there. I just completely confused Bowles. But Caroline Dubois is kind of the next generation. Sky painted her, but her big inspiration was Natasha Jonas. Which all
Miss GB.
Yeah, nothing amazing. I didn't report anything good there. I can't lie. But yeah, sorry, let's continue. I've cut you off my point.
No, that's fine. No worries, bro. That's fine.
Did say she wants to become a title champion by 2023.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But
was she on the undercard of the Shields Marshall fight?
Yes,
right?
she was. Yeah,
I
think that was a good performance as well that she put on that night as well. So yeah, that's just my pick for the next big woman star in the UK is Caroline Dubois for me.
Okay, I'm going to move on and go with Patrick Brown. This one still very unknown to the world. He's not fought in any TV fights, but this guy's a national champion. Boxes out of the Moss side in obviously Manchester. Yeah. Manchester way. My cousin called him Arjun Shah Arjun if you listen to this. But yeah, he's 5-1, heavyweight boxer, and yeah, I just watched some of his videos this morning. This guy looks maybe get ballsy to come down his fight. I don't know.
See.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be cool. It would be.
But yeah, no, this guy looks sick, man. I was watching a few of his stuff. He's got a great corner behind him as well. Could be the next big star. Can't lie.
Yeah, who knows? Is he? Is it
Only
just
6
been
bouts.
6 bouts? So is he easing himself into the heavyweight division?
Yeah, unfortunately, did lose a tournament final last time out, but
Hey, that can happen.
we always preach it, don't we?
Yeah.
Losses don't matter.
No, don't.
I mean,
No.
some of the best have lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some people who think the best have lost. In my opinion, I think, especially in boxing, losses isn't the worst way to lose.
Yeah.
It's just, in MMA or UFC, it's kind of accepted.
Yeah.
Not accepted, but it's not as forbidden. But yeah, it just looks like a complete package so far, from what I've seen anyway. And of course, got a good tip from my cousin. So yeah, let's move on to yours.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for. I don't know how many more
You've made it hard.
for
You've
the
made it
boxing.
hard for yourself.
I have, yeah.
Because you're trying to pick the right
I'm
one.
trying to pick the ones that I think will be most.
I've got one more on my boxing list, to be honest.
All right, I'll go for my one more then.
You go 2 more if you want. If it's,
All right,
if you
okay,
want.
right.
You go one, I'll go one, you go one, yeah.
I'm gonna go for. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go for my man Dalton Smith.
Dalton Smith, yeah.
Yeah, another UK
class,
fighter.
Class
I'm very excited for Dalton Smith, to be honest. He's a Sheffield man, so just down the road and pretty much down the road. Anyway, like about an hour drive away. So
yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
It's not too bad. He looks so calm in there, and he looks powerful. I saw some stupid comments on his win. I can't remember the guy's name, but he got the win the other night on the weekend. His second British title defence, and someone was saying that he can't punch. I was thinking, I just don't see that. Like his accuracy as well.
Twitter trolls, isn't it?
Yeah, there's so many keyboard warriors out there that just anything. Like you don't even have to show any weakness, and they'll still come for you. Like
yeah, there's always something that could pick
it's
out.
It's outrageous some of the things that people can come up with. Like, but
yeah,
I just think
tied to Uvasa.
yeah.
Don't forget that vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know. When I see Persley talking, he just reminds me of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for my last one. It's Ballsy knows I love the kind of the Asian scene towards it. I like the lightweight. I like the lighter fighters. And I'm gonna go with. I can pronounce this one actually.
Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
I bet I'll fail it now. Junto or Hunto Nakatani, and this guy super flyweight. We all know now anyway. He's my favourite fighter. Yeah, super flyweight obviously coming a bit lighter. This guy is a machine. He just reminds me of kind of a Donaire and Inoue mixed together, which is nice.
Yeah.
He's 24 years old and he's 24-0, 18 knockouts, and yeah, I just think he's on the way to some serious potential. He's already the WBO World Flyweight Champion, which is elite. So yeah, he's defended. Well, it was a vacant championship and he's defended it twice since then. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of him. I've watched, honestly, 4 fights, maybe. He was on the Donaire Inoue 2 undercard, and
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that fight.
A weird Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I think we recorded straight after, actually.
Yeah, I think we did.
So yeah, that's my final one. I think he's going to be a real star. Who knows? I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the super flyweights, but if you just want to watch an absolute quick speed, also high power fight, tune into Nakatani right there. And we're going to include all these names on the list anyway. If you want to just copy and paste them into YouTube or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I can stick you a few honourable mentions.
Go ahead.
Before we go in there. Good friend of mine, Khalid Ayub, from Sheffield as well. This kid is going to be a star, I'm telling you right now. We met in a toilet in Manchester, which is a great way to meet. But anyway, that aside, tall for his weight, he looks like he carries some serious power. He's been on a few of Eddie's shows already. The mean knockdown from his second fight against Yermolic. Yeah. That was he excites me. He really does. He looks like he's going to be a great fighter for the future. Another sticky one, the Nico Ali Walsh. That's a conversation. That's a conversation for another time. But I've got him on the list. I'd like Keyshawn Davis. He doesn't need much of a explanation.
He's on the OG list, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't need much of an explanation. Like I say, I included him a few months ago He's still on my list.
Is he a one to watch now, or is he no, actually, he's not quite a star.
He's
yet.
not quite a star.
There.
Yeah, he's going to get Austin Williams as well from the Eddie Hearn stable. He looks good. He had a few mental health issues, which he looks like he's sorted himself out. He's getting back in the ring.
Nice.
He's taking decent competition. So my hat's off to Austin Williams as well, and Raymond Ford, another one from Eddie
He's
Hearn.
going. He can just go all day.
I'm riffing now, guys. Yeah, I'm riffing. I could go on all day.
Should we go over to the MMA list?
Yeah, let's go. For
So
it.
first one, we just want to shout out our boy. I think he's the biggest star on the Fight Rundown podcast, isn't he? And it's probably we both probably got on the list. It's Andre Fiallo.
The first person I put on my list.
I didn't even write him down because I knew I was going to say him first. I'm a massive fan of Andre Fiallo. Ballsy put me onto him literally, second episode we ever did together?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
We've seen 4 of his fights now, 3 or 4 of his fights. His last fight was a bit annoying. But yeah, we're just fans of him. We think he's he's just got to do something. He's
a star in the making of Fiallo.
He's an entertaining fighter as well.
He is, yeah.
And he's in the UFC. We'll cover everything in the UFC. I want to make this list so everyone can kind of know who to watch out for. So Andre Fiallo's the first one on my list. Bowles, you want to go next?
I've stuck Erin Blanchfield on my list.
Ooh,
I've stuck Erin
Is that from the
Blanchfield on
weekend?
there. Yeah, from the weekend I've stuck her on there. Molly McCann's a huge star in the UK, and she looked like she was going to be the pioneer for women's MMA.
Yeah.
And Erin Blanchfield just absolutely mauls her and gets the finish. And Molly didn't land any more than 10 punches. Did she? It was 9.
9 or 7.
So Erin just absolutely destroyed her, and she's shown that she is the real deal. I'm excited for 2023 for Erin as well.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Could be interesting. She was 12th ranked. We're going to find out where she ranks tomorrow. And now I'm going to go next with Tracy Cortez.
Nice.
People saying the hottest fighter in the UFC at the moment. You know what I mean? I've got Polyana Viana up on the list. They're different conversation for another day. But no, I'm a massive fan of Tracy Cortez. I think she's had 2 UFC fights, but she's currently 10-1. Got 1 win by knockout, 1 win by submission. I think that win by knockout was also on a debut. No, the submission was on a debut in the UFC. Huge fight against Amanda Ribas coming up on December 4th, which is also, I mean, hot versus hot. Who takes it now? No, but seriously, I think she's an absolute star. She looks pretty elite at that division. She's gone straight into the rankings, coming in at 15 after 2 wins. So I think she could be very interesting. 3 fights, for her in the UFC, but also Brian Ortega's girlfriend. So being able to get some great training in, and
get that work.
Yeah, and just looking like a star. So that's who I've got starting for the women at least.
Right. So I've gone for a bit of a hopeful one. I'm not sure if he was on the last list or not. I'm sure he must have been on the last list, but he has had the injury. Tom Aspinall.
Was he on the list?
Was he on the list?
Sorry, so this does not look. He was not on the list. He was not on the list.
I'm going to stick Tom Aspinall
but
on the
maybe
list.
That's made him more one to watch.
Exactly, yeah, it's a hopeful one, because you never know how a fighter's going to come back from injury, do you? And I'm praying that it doesn't affect him too much. I mean, like, the amount of fights he had, getting in there with Curtis Blades in the main event of the UFC.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's levels to this game.
Volkov?
Yeah.
Beats Volkov.
What
a win.
Volkov's a beast, by the way.
You know, Volkov, I'm not saying this because they're both, obviously, Eastern European, but Volkov's like Kovalev when Canelo fought Kovalev.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he just beats the big guy.
Yeah.
No, do we know who Kovalev is? And do we know who Volkov is? This guy's a serious fighter.
You see Curtis Blades struggle to get... Well, he didn't struggle, but you can see afterwards he was like, this guy is so strong.
Yeah, and Derek Lewis was losing by 3 rounds until he knocked him out in the last, what?
Yeah, the guy's no joke, and Tom Aspinall did a decent job on him. So, I'm excited for his comeback, and I don't know whether it's him and Blades are going to run it back or whatever, but...
Who knows what's next?
Who knows what's next? But I'm hoping that he comes back and he does the business.
Well, next I'm going for someone who I've called, again, before they got into the UFC, this one is another star I've followed through quite thoroughly, and this is Muhammad Mokaev. We spoke about him, I think about 2 months ago actually. And we spoke about him a few times, but this guy, born in Dagestan, raised in Birmingham or Manchester? I think it's Manchester. Yeah.
I want to say Manchester, but
yeah, raised in Manchester from a very young age. And this guy's an absolute killer. He's called the Punisher for a reason. He's coming to the division. He's absolutely ragdolled everyone. He's fought on both the London cards. We're not what's it called, patriots by any means, but he does really support the fact that England's taking him in, and he looks like a star. 2 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submissions, 3 first-round finishes, and he's only 9-0. So for me, potential's through the roof on him.
Yeah.
So back to you.
I'm sticking to England again.
Okay.
With this one, I'm going for Arnold Allen.
Oh, great start. Did you hear the news yesterday?
No. What was
They're doing
it? Tell me.
They're doing an interim featherweight title fight, and he's not been given the shot.
You're joking?
No, I'm sorry. It's Yair Rodriguez who hasn't.
I've seen that fight
against
Josh
Josh
Emmett and Josh Emmett. Come on.
You know what?
I'm not saying.
I'm
going to say. I'm not saying Josh Emmett doesn't deserve it. Because he deserves the fucking shot.
Yair.
But yeah, Rodriguez is a bit sus.
That's an absolute. He's not had a legitimate win since 2019, in my opinion.
No.
I know Arnold Allen got lucky against Qatar. Well, not lucky, but obviously an injury, which you don't want to see. But for me, it was definitely Arnold Allen who deserved that.
Alan Emmett, that's a good fight as well.
Put that on the Usman Edwards undercard, for God's sake.
God, Arnold Allen, the Almighty, his nickname is correct. Like
his dad's a powerlifter. Do you watch his YouTube videos?
No, I didn't. I've not seen.
Shout out to Arnold Allen's YouTube, and you should watch it. This guy literally, he does like calorie challenges. He does like weight. Well, that's why he's so jacked, because it's literally his dad just can train.
Just calorie challenges.
Yeah, but he said in lockdown he got up to like 190 all muscle. He was like, he just absolutely jacked up. Great shout by the way. Thank you. Next for me, I'm going outside the UFC, and this is. You was going to put him on your list anyway.
I was going to, but then I thought Jude hasn't on his list. Telepathically, I knew that he was on his list.
Jack Grant. Okay, this was the first person I put on the list for the original episode we did, and I'm going with him again. He's just an absolute boy. He's 30 years old, 18 wins, 7 losses. Maybe one of the most elite wrestlers out there. Just opened a gym in Cleethorpes. So, I don't know, will he come back to the octagon? I think he can still make the UFC in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he's just an absolute star. He's entertaining. He's been on the episode twice as well. He's been on the Fight Rundown twice. So if you haven't listened to them episodes, it's number 1, episode 1, and episode, I want to say 18 or 19, but I'm not sure. But you'll find it. The title's called Jack Grant is Back, obviously. But yeah, I think he's a great star. He's 6'1". He fights at featherweight and lightweight and welterweight. Started off featherweight, but that's mental, isn't it? That height. So yeah, that's who I've got also coming. I don't know what number we're on, but but he's just a top G.
He's a top G, top Grant.
Top Grant.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, top. Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say there.
Oh, and he's blanked. Who you got next?
Next, I've gone for someone who isn't necessarily someone we've found, or it's someone who's already people are picking to be a next big thing, but I'm looking for 2023 champions here. This is what I'm looking for. And I'm looking at Shavkat Rakhmonov. And I'm thinking, yes, sir.
Shavkat
Rakhmonov.
Oh, yeah. See, I've got you there.
Yeah?
I've got the pronunciation.
Alright, yeah. First time ever.
Would he beat Chimaev? That is the question. People say, he's the only one who looks legitimate, you could say.
Yeah, but I'm saying champ status 2023. Possibly.
I don't think he will, because I think everyone's scared of him.
Everyone's scared of him? You don't think he'll get the fights? So.
Can you imagine being Jorge Masvidal, Colby Covington, thinking, oh, I need to win, but there's no way I'm fighting him?
Yeah.
There's only one man who I think will take that fight. That's a huge name. That's Nate Diaz, and he's not even in the UFC.
Yeah.
So
But it's nothing to do with his ability.
No.
Why?
Say he gets 2 fights. 2 fights actually. Yes, he deserved a championship.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But he's actually on the original list as well.
He is. Yeah.
So I'm going next. Balls and nose. I love this guy. Burst on scene with that nasty knockout in. When do we do them entrance themes? Remember I posted? I can't remember. I think it was July time.
Yeah.
And I'm going with Adrian Yanez. This guy's He's so cool. He just reminds me of young Jorge Masvidal.
Looks a bit like him as well, a little bit.
I can see, yeah, young, yeah. To be fair, not bad shot with the little,
Yeah,
the little beard short hair. Yeah, 16-3, great record for him. 10 wins by knockout, and he's on a 9-fight win streak, which is mental.
No.
He's in the rankings. Don't quote me on this, but I think he's 12. Which is a great position to be in. And when you're talking about 2023 stars opposed to prospects,
Yeah.
similar to that, I don't think he'll be a champion by any means, but maybe one day, but maybe not next year. And I think he gets another few good wins under his belt. It was June, sorry, last time we spoke about him. I think he's looking at top 10, top 6 position by the end of 2023. So that's what I'm going with.
I'm going with a guy who's, I think it's fighting on the main eventing on the opening card of next year.
Ooh.
Ilya Topuria.
Oh, great!
Is that how
shout.
you say the name? Ilya Topuria.
You've actually nailed that one.
Yeah. He's fighting Kelvin Gastelum, isn't he?
Yeah.
On
And
the first card.
it's a great shout. To be fair, he looks like I'm just gonna get his.
If we get his record up, and then we'll see. Because it's one that I was searching through. Doing some digging, and I thought I'll write them down on my pen and paper.
Wait, this one's a featherweight.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, Kelvin Gastelum. What are you on about? He's
fighting Gastelum.
no Bryce Mitchell. Where'd you get Gastelum from? Gastelum's a middleweight.
Is this the right one?
Well, he's fighting Bryce Mitchell, and I was actually he's actually on my list anyway. That's
Google. No, that's Google. Oh,
right,
no,
Bowles
anyway.
had a stinker.
Right, go on.
But we roll. Yeah, I think if you're talking about this one, of course, he's 12-0. He's got beef with Paddy.
Yeah.
He's got a big beef with Paddy.
Yeah.
It feels like we've absolutely terried him here because we don't really want him. No, he's a star. 12-0, 4 wins by knockout, 7 wins by submission, 9 first-round finishes. Who you got for that fight? December 11th, very close around the corner. Bryce Mitchell versus Topuria. And you know what? I was gonna write him down, but I didn't. Bryce Mitchell was on my one to watch list as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he was on the first one as well, I think. So
yeah, he was.
He was. I don't know. To be honest, it's. I'm gonna go for Topuria.
Interesting. I'm going Bryce.
Yeah.
I think Bryce Mitchell's got it. Yeah, he's. Can't remember what his nickname was. The Arkansas or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the Arkansas, yeah. Is there anyone else you want to mention on the list? Because they're the ones I've got.
I was hesitant to mention Paddy Pimblett because
he's a big fight next.
That's what I mean. If we're looking at stars for the next few years, then yeah, sure. But whether he'd be a champion or not is yet to be seen. Who knows? Jack Shaw is on there as well.
Yeah, he's on the original one as
well. Imavov as well.
Imivyov's good.
Yeah.
So many, isn't there? We could do 3 episodes of this.
Yeah, we could really, but yeah, that's my list done. And can I just mention that after being roasted for the pen and paper for the first time, he's got his pen and paper out. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I apologise about that. And then you know what? You got to rate it because I was doing the research on the laptop. But yeah, before we end, we've got just want a quick shout of the merch. We've got
This is the original.
Yeah, that's drop 1. We got
drop 1.
We've got drop 3 here, and this is some of the designs we got. This one's the Canelo one. I've got the Jorge Masvidal one on. I'll probably put some pictures right around here. I've always wanted to do this. High quality hoodies. Great feeling, aren't they? I love the drop 1, but this one may be an upgrade. So,
yeah, it's for sure. If you did like the drop 1 and you thought the quality was good, this is just even better, level up. Yeah.
And as we say, once they're gone, they're never coming back out. So this will never be seen again. But of course, you only have a small time to get these. So if you want to get one of these, DM the Fight Rundown on Instagram. So that's at the Fight Rundown. Also follow us, listen to our podcast on all major streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify. Leave a 5-star review, and most importantly, tune in next time. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. I've been Jeevan. You can follow Harry Bowles on Instagram at
HarryBowles1.
Follow me at G.D. Follow the Fight Rundown at the Fight Rundown, and we'll see you soon. Nice.